Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Scottish News Network news report. I'm your host here, King PJ. Now, you're probably wondering why we're back in the Aberdeen housing room. My PlayStation and Microsoft account got depaired. I've been attempting to contact Microsoft support about it. They've been horrible about it. So, you know what? We're just doing it like this. Um, Two, this is a really old backup that when I used to say back on PlayStation Show, you notice half of Aberdeen isn't rebuilt or finished if you look behind me. So yeah, but there's news. I kind of just snapped and I figured we needed news. So I'm going to catch you up on everything that has happened, okay, as well as I possibly can. So let's get started. First, the Meat Clan and Fishism had a war, and Fishism is now gone. So I'm not sure if anybody's gonna cry over that. That happened back on what's it called? Back at middle time earlier this month. Um, Blackbird is no longer the Duke of Melrose. It is now the Doom. The Doom declared war on the Dukedom of Aberdeen. We'll have a map for you so you have context at the end. Don't worry. Um, and that war will be taking place on January 29th of this month. Um, Cadence declared neutrality in the war, meaning that Hillside and Cove Bay is completely neutral in the zone, but the dukedoms of Aberdeen, Ayr, and Rosemarkie all merged together into making the Dukedom of Aberdeen, meaning that there's a very large dukedom against Melrose. Melrose has check and toss, if you're all aware. The Meat Clan came back in some capacity. The entirety of Quincy is basically a ghost town, right, with the Quincy clan being in shambles. Helmsdale had a few civil wars, if I didn't talk about that on the last news report. And now Cowboy is the Duke of Helmsdale. Genoa has had nothing major happen in it. Queensferry um, is having a step down as the Duke, and it's currently looking for a new Duke. There's not been one assigned yet. The providences of the Dukedom of Aberdeen are the province of Ayr, which is Ayr, Adrosin, Newcastle, Pleen, and Prestwick; the province of Coupar, which is Coupar and Bothwell; the province of Dunbar Portage, which is Dunbar Portage, Perth, and Thurso; province of Falkirk, which is Falkirk, Wick, and Elgin; province of Pittenweem, Dundee, and Cavetown; province of Aberdeen, which is Aberdeen and Dumfries; province of Bearsden, which is Bearsden, Edingal, Forres, Moffat, and Whitburn. Then you have the province of Livingston, which is Edinburgh, Livingston, Portree, Stirling, Tarbolton, Oban, and Glasgow. You have the province of Hytole, which is Twat, Hytole, Alola, Selkirk, Peebles. You have the province of Inverness, which is Busby, Inverness, Pluckton, and Stromness. You have the province of Castle Elba, which is Castle Elba, Black Ridge, and Water. Then you have the province of Rosemarkie, which is Rosemarkie, Berwick, Killing, Kilberry, Fort Rose, and Kelty. So, as I said, you'll get a map at it at the end. If you're asking any questions, how does this all piece together? Um, and what else? Prime Minister elections ended. Zayn has won the election, being our Prime Minister for the fourth term in the row. Hats off to him. He'll be Prime Minister until February 28th. Then, then we also have what has happened with military reforms with a proper hierarchy, and each branch of the military, which is the General Army, Royal Guard, and Black Guard. Black Guard is basically a police force. Royal Guard protects the king, and the Standard Army is anybody that isn't a part of one of those two units. And the military started to organize itself and become more bureaucratic in a way, allowing it to function with higher mobility. The Royal Council is also starting to organize itself, and more inefficient regions are being dropped out as more efficient regions are being put in place. The Melrose clan is considered a royal clan, like Ayr is, because of its status that it holds among everything. And God, I hate being sick. I'm sorry. Sorry, it's taking me a second. Then here's all the clans that exist currently, right, in order of ranking. 1, Air Clan. 2, Melrose Clan. 3, Mannerheim Clan. 4, Mercer Clan. 5, Meat Clan. 6, Primrose. 7, Quincy, right? By the way, the Fraser Clan is gone. It's been remerged up with Quincy. But in total, Air Clan, Mercer Clan, and Mannerheim Clan are all coalition together and related. Then the Meat Clan is solo, same with Quincy Clan, but they're kind of semi-related. Then the Primrose and Melrose Clan are both related, with Primrose being kind of more the peasantry, while Melrose is the royal, and kind of the same thing where Air and Mannerheim are royal, but Mercer is more peasant. Finally, we have how some things have changed in Scotland with ministries that have been created, which is now the ministries of advertisement, economics, resources, law, media, and we also have a treasurer, meaning that there's 6 new government jobs created. Diplomats have been made, and Scotland is leaving its state of isolation and reaching out to countries like Lantia and Sheerda, and a large part of the international community has completely rejected Scotland and any advancements to becoming allied or talking to any of them. So, it's a fun mix. And on that note, I will give you a map. I'll give some more insight after that. But besides that, this is basically the end of the news report. Thank you. Have a nice day. And I hope that you all have a wonderful time. Late Happy New Year and Christmas. This is the little tail end section I was talking about after the map. But yeah, just for people that haven't been in Scotland for a while, this is what Livingston used to look like. That's what Portree, it was called Porttown back in the day, used to look like. Livingston was a whole different thing, right? That's old Turbolton, used to be known as Tuvarook. On the other side is Flavortown, right? This is what Flavortown used to look like, that little bit. Nothing massive over there or anything. A lot of these places were very humble shack towns that were never really developed. And if you go and look at them, they've evolved a lot compared to what their original start was. Like, here's Glasgow. If you go to modern day Glasgow, it's a whole different thing. But here's Glasgow back in the day. This is all I really wanted to show, like how much Scotland's changed. Like, Scotland is a whole different thing. Like, Little Tony, Mayfield Steel, Red Hog, Mr. Awesome, Mueller Schmidt House, Lopez, and this is back when Duke Nini was still in Scotland. So yeah, this is how long it's been since I've taken a save on PS4 or PS5. But besides that, yeah, this is the end of today's report. Peace. They just reconned us, by the way. Hey, I just fucking domed him! Let's fucking go! Woo!
I just had to launch an AT shell at a random American stock rock.
You're all good, man. Hey, Americans, do front. Squad, right up.
They're gone. There's nothing left.
Good shit.
I fired a single shell and they all...
Here it comes. Enemy is dropping an airhead near half of the workers. Marking its likely location on the map. We need somebody to go after that airhead ASAP. I'm far away from it.
Yeah! Let's go, baby! Let's go! I am him, baby! Yeah, that's a trophy right there. You don't